Welcome back. Major achievements were made by the Egyptian sports industry in recent years, include the boom in the infrastructures and the state's interest in the athletes, as well as hosting major tournaments and honoring dozens of athletes in all games after achieving regional and international successes. To shed more light, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Abdelaziz Abu Hamr, the sports analyst. Good afternoon to you, Dr. Abdelaziz.
Good afternoon to you, India, and to everyone.
Sir, what are the major achievements of 2022 in the sports field in Egypt at the individual and group levels?
Yes, well, in 2022, it was, it was not a good, really a good year in terms of football in Egypt. But if you just go a little bit away from football, yes, there is the individual sport. They have done a lot of things like what you're showing now in terms of the handball, like the other individuals in the squash and so on. And there is a lot of individual games that individual athletes that they have really done good in Egypt. And we could also see in football also it was not that much dark. It was also, we could see Egypt in the final of the CAF Nations Cup 2022. Yes. We were not so lucky to just miss in a penalty shootout against Senegal. The same thing happened when it comes to the mega event of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. We also narrowly lost to Senegal. I think yes, we were not that much lucky, but also we could have done better or produced better results.
Yes. Sir, also the year 2022 witnessed the establishment of many sports institutions. What are the most important of these institutions that were established during 2022 from your point of view, sir?
Yes, sports in Egypt is growing.
Yes.
And to a hallmark situation. And to be honest, you mentioned a very important point. The infrastructure was let us say the key part of the sports in Egypt in 2022. We have done a lot in terms of the infrastructure, and the infrastructure of the sports in Egypt. That was included for the first time the facilities in the new administrative capital in Egypt. There's some important things that happened which we don't want to just pass it through like that. Yes. The president of the International Olympic Committee, Thomas Bach, visited Egypt, and he had the pleasure to meet with our president Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Yes.
And Bach visited seen some of these facilities in the new administrative capital. The thing is that we grow from this point, and as such, yes, there is some let's say federations that some federation for individual games that the sports that has been established through. The most important thing, or the more important thing is that the infrastructure of sports is really growing. And there is one more important thing that I could see in 2022. They started, which is Haya Karima, now the Ministry of Sports, along with some civil societies. They are planning to launch, or they have already set everything for the launch of a football tournament, combining all the sports center in the village of across the country, and that which will be under the auspices of His Excellency the President of Egypt again, President Abdel Sisi. I think all this it gives a deep length to sports in Egypt, and hopefully 2022 will be much better.
Indeed, Mr. Abdelaziz Abu Hamr, sports analyst, thank you so much for being our guest, and Happy New Year. And our dear viewers, with that, we come to the end of this edition of our program. Till tomorrow with another quiz. Goodbye. Many thanks for watching.